How you doing, you old pirate? So good to see you.
Hello there.
Obi Wan Kenobi, later known as Ben Kenobi, was a legendary Jedi Master and decorated war hero who served the Grand Army of the Republic during the Clone Wars. He trained the Chosen One Anakin Skywalker and later guided Luke Skywalker as a mentor. Obi-Wan was a nobleman and gifted in the Force. Let's get started and talk about the top 8 facts about Obi-Wan Kenobi. To start us off with our countdown, number 8, his homeworld. To say that the Star Wars universe is vast would be an understatement. The amount of planets, species, and armies are endless. There has always been much speculation about Obi-Wan's home planet, with the main consensus being that he was born on either Tatooine or Coruscant. According to George Lucas in an interview with Jon Stewart, American comedian, writer, and TV host, he said that Obi-Wan was born on Stewjon. As Stewart asked for the name of Obi-Wan's home planet, Lucas jokingly replied that it was Stewjon, a play on the name Jon Stewart. Number 7. Obi-Wan was not always as humble as we know him to be. Growing up, Obi-Wan had been fascinated by machines, building models of ships, and even dreaming of becoming a pilot. His ability to learn quickly led him to become cocky and impatient. Only through the direct teachings of Jedi Master Yoda was Obi-Wan able to become humble and patient. Number 6. He almost wasn't to become a Jedi Knight. Obi-Wan is often remembered as one of the greatest Jedi Knights of his era. It is shocking to know that he was almost left behind as a Jedi initiate, after no Jedi Knight seemed to be willing to take him on as a Padawan. While his potential was clear to the Jedi Order, his past behavior led many to be wary of wanting to train young Kenobi. During a sparring session at the Jedi Temple, Jedi Master Qui-Gon Jinn took notice of Obi-Wan's determination and ferocity. However, Jinn thought him too dangerous to train. Not until Jinn found himself trapped on the mining planet of Bandomir did he fully see Obi-Wan's potential, as they had to work together to survive. After this, Obi-Wan became his Padawan. Number 5. Leaving the Jedi Order. After getting caught up in the middle of the planet-wide civil war on Melilda or Dan, depending on who you asked, Kenobi made the only decision he felt he could and stayed to help the end of the conflict. The warring factions of Melilda and Dan had been fighting for many years, to the point that they had both forgotten why they were fighting in the first place. Eventually, Obi-Wan realized he didn't belong in the middle of a civil war and made the decision to return to the Jedi Order and to his master, Qui-Gon Jinn. Obi-Wan's exile from the Order led the feeling of distrust to grow between the two of them. Number 4. The Negotiator.
Yes, the Negotiator, General Kenobi.
While he was recognized throughout the galaxy for his swordsmanship, Obi-Wan Kenobi often found ways to resolve conflicts without the use of his trusty lightsaber. This uncanny ability to end battles before they start led many throughout the galaxy to bestow beyond Kenobi the title of the Negotiator. Before we get into today's top 3 facts, you can find me on Instagram and Facebook at Star Wars Oush for daily Star Wars content. Number 3. His fighting style. Obi-Wan Kenobi has been cited as the complete and utter master of the defensive fighting style known as Sorsu. Essentially, a Sorsu practitioner would seek to become an impenetrable defensive force. After the fall of his master by the hands of Darth Maul, he began to doubt his choice to follow in Qui-Gon Jinn's offensive-minded Otaro style. Perhaps the greatest example of Kenobi's mastery of Sorsu was his victory over Darth Vader on the volcanic planet of Mustafar, when his defensive and patient style defeated an aggressive and brash one.
It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground!
Number 2. He fell in love with another Jedi. During his younger years, he met an attractive Padawan named Siri Tashi. The two of them had an instant connection and began working together on various missions. Over the course of their missions, they began to realize their true feelings for one another, but eventually decided to do what the Order would instruct them to do, and buried their feelings. This caused an eventual rift in their friendship that they were never able to recover from. Number 1. A Jedi Knight destined for the history books. When Obi Wan defeated Darth Maul at the end of their battle in The Phantom Menace, it was a historic moment in the history of the Jedi Order. At this point, the Sith had not been seen anywhere in the galaxy for many years, so even just the appearance of Darth Maul was a shocking revelation for the Jedi Council. Obi-Wan's victory was the first of its kind in 1,000 years. This moment proved that Kenobi was ready to advance to become a Jedi Knight. This again was a moment for the history books, as he was granted this new rank without undertaking the Jedi trials. Let me know which was the most interesting fact that I covered. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to smash the like button down below and subscribe so you can see more of these videos. That's all from me. Take care, and may the Force be with you.
Do what must be done. Do not hesitate. Show no mercy.